Well, welcome to this episode of Sooner Legends Podcast. I'm your host, Mike the Legend. And if you're new to the channel and you love college football, you are at the right spot. Could I get you to hit that red subscriber button and give me a like and smash that notification bell? That way you won't miss any college football related or OU Sooner content I will be uploading. Sorry, had a little brain. So, and can I get you to share the video because sharing is caring. And today I'm waiting on Big Mike. Here he is, right here. Well, hello, Mr. Bogue.
What up,
What up, Big M?
man? Can't call it, man. Can't call it.
Man, you're looking gangster today. Got the beanie on
Well,
with the gold chains.
well. So this was it's cold out here, right? It's cold as hell. So put the beanie
Oh
on.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Bishop Frank got on earlier today on Jason's pod and had the big chain on, so I had to throw a couple on myself. I couldn't just let him. Couldn't just be out here
I don't,
chainless.
but I
There you go.
the only chain I have is my St. Christopher's medal.
Yeah, I couldn't be out here chainless. Couldn't be out here chainless. Big
Oh yeah.
Bishop Frank put the pressure on.
Ah. Well, I'm seeing some shakeup before we start the national championship preview. Brandon said that Noel's package is covered and he's coming to Norman after the
I
Natty
mean,
tonight.
come on down, brother. Come
Come on
on down.
down.
I mean, so
Mike, go ahead.
go ahead, man. Go ahead. Go ahead. Shoot it. Shit.
No, I was
I think
going to ask you. I was going to ask you if this happens, uh, you having a son at OU and being a father of a football player, how will you like this new hire?
I mean, I'm all for it. I mean, I don't think it's going to be like wholesale changes with Coach Knowles coming in. I think there's a lot of similarities
Mm-hmm.
between his defense and all that. And I think, it's we talked about it earlier, and I heard it on the breakdown too, and they assimilated it to Coach Saban when he was going through all those offensive coordinators. Like it's going to be run your defense, but you're using our terminology. That way, you know, you don't have a whole
That's right.
defense, relearning shit. So it's a little bit easier
Exactly.
of a changeover, and you're not undoing all the progress, right? That
Yes.
we've made in 3 years, especially on the defensive end.
And when Knowles starts recruiting, he can, whether win or lose tonight, he can use this as a recruiting tool, bringing in new kids, bringing in kids from the portal. He can use it like if a parent was to ask him, which they wouldn't have to because Jim Knowles is Ohio State is known, but he could assure the parents that, hey, you're coming to OU program. I was on a national championship or a runner up for a national championship, and I'm here coaching at OU now. Is what I'm thinking. It could be used as a recruiting tool.
Yeah, it's very possible. Very possible that I mean he's a big time defensive coordinator. You know what I mean? He's big time.
Yeah,
So
he is.
I mean, I don't think it'll take much to get a couple big time recruits in, especially in that arena. Like I just don't. I think it's fairly easy.
Yeah. Well, one thing I like about Knowles is I I I did a rumor video. What was it, yesterday or Saturday? But his base scheme is 4-2-5, but he also runs a 4-3, and he has a package called the double eagle, which he'll line up on a 5-man defensive line with 3 defensive tackles, and also his defense is set up for fast tempoed offenses. That's what I like about Knowles. Hello, Bishop.
Hey, what's going on, man? Big salute.
Oh,
Boogeyman Senior.
love and
What's good? What's
love
good,
and light,
Boogeyman
brother.
Senior?
We'll go lock this door real quick. Hold on.
For sure. So what's popping and shaking?
Bishop, how you been doing since I last talked to you, my man?
Hey, man, I'm just excited to move into the next round. Hey, we're doing big things now, chess moves. So
Playing
Chess
chess,
move.
not chess.
Exactly. And
yeah,
I'm just gonna tell you what a person put in the chat. It looks like that Knowles package is covered, and he will be leaving to Norman after the Natty.
What
tonight.
covered wagon is packed. What
Yes,
what are
Brandon.
your sources there, Brandon's Mr. Snake? Could elaborate on that?
big salute, Brandon.
Yeah. Big salute, Brandon. And salute Comanche Sooner, and salute First Lady. So, Bishop,
Yeah.
if Knowles, I already asked Big Mike. I'll ask you, how will you feel, and what do you think Coach Knowles will bring to the table if he does get hired at OU?
If given the opportunity and he accepts, what he does is allow us to have the first ever elite defensive coaching staff, to where you have two people that have led as the defensive coordinator of championship defenses that actually made it into the championship game. And that is second to none. Not only that, iron sharpens iron. And
Yes.
could you imagine type of chess that'll be playing between them two to be able to take our team to the next level if that's Jim Knowles' deal to come on board? Dude, this is next level.
I was telling Mike, whether Ohio State wins or loses tonight, Knowles, when he's on the recruiting trail, he could use tonight as a recruiting tool for the potential players that he's bringing in.
Yeah, especially if he chooses us. Absolutely. And I know a lot of people. The main thing is right now is that we'll allow him his space to stay focused on his game, but when and if he chooses us, we're ready to hit the ground running, because that's what chess pieces do.
I've been thinking about this all day, Bishop and Mike. I've been looking at since the off season. I've been looking at the chess moves TV has been doing, trying to get Knowles in, and already got Ben Arbuckle and has John Mateer, and I can't pronounce his last name. Also, the quarterback coach from Wazoo. So if you add Knowles into the mix, BV made some major chess moves that he's serious about being the CEO of Oklahoma and taking us to that next level.
And you see, you got to understand him and his collective associates and board of regents. They got the ear to the streets, and they hear what's going on, and understand what you're seeing is that they're taking it serious to show us that if we're going to swing, let's swing for the fences. Simple fact is, if it comes to fruition, we're on everybody's radar, because they know that we're not just playing the game, but we're in the game.
Exactly. And another thing, speaking about tonight, which is basically the title of the show, tonight the world who might not know Jim Knowles is going to see Jim Knowles and what defensive schemes he runs and all of that, which I'm excited for. I'm finally watch the national championship tonight. I got something to watch.
Yeah.
So,
Well, just to understand the back behind the scenes, the whole thing is that Knowles have 28 defenses, and then BV has 38. So, and a lot of them
okay.
cross pollinate. They cross pollinate. So,
Mm.
what we got is the same thing we have on offense. Is that Arbuckle is not limited to just a certain amount of schemes. He's got everything in his repertoire, and he's willing to use whatever is necessary to complete the task at hand.
Yeah, what you think about it, Mike?
No, I hold on. I'm about to sneeze. Go ahead. Keep it going.
No, you good. You good. Been there, done that. The boogeyman
There's a real boogies
Sneeze,
right there. There's some real boogies right there.
Go ahead.
I think you're going to see. I think you're going to see Ohio State's defense shine tonight, and it's going to. I don't think this will be much of a game until after halftime. That's just me. I think it's gonna kind of get away from Notre Dame a little bit. I think their offense is Ohio State's offense is too much, and I think their defense is what you're really going to see. Yeah, I think they're going to do a good job of shutting down the run and making Riley Leonard have to run the ball, get that +1 advantage. And I don't know. I'm not too confident in that the Notre Dame receivers are going to be able to get open consistently and mount much of a threat to the Ohio State defensive backfield. I don't know. I just don't see much going well for Notre Dame in this game. Now, if Ohio State cannot turn the ball over and not commit dumbass penalties, it should be a butt whooping.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And
you're going to see Knowles. Knowles going to dial it up.
That's what I was saying. There's no tomorrow. So, hey, you better be ready for any and everything, and you're gonna have to make adjustments quarter by quarter.
Mm-hmm. Would it be fair to say, guys, that whoever wins this game tonight, that can I fairly say that it was the team and the coach that was the hungriest, that wanted it the most?
The hungriest.
Can I fairly say that?
There's some credence to that, but also you got to have complementary football as well. You can have that, but you got to have complementary football, because we just saw it in the NFL. The Bills beat the Ravens, but we know if the Ravens would have stuck to their guns and utilized their running back more, it could have been a different outcome. But that's why you play the game.
Mm-hmm. I was going to touch on something with you the other night, Bishop, when I had my live stream the other night.
Yeah.
I'm going to kind of go on the pro side, and I've been seeing a lot of this on Twitter. Are the officials actually in Kansas City's back pocket?
Oh, let me tell you something. That big Bishop. Unless you
I'm passing that off to the Boogeyman Senior. That's his bad.
Country, bro. I'm up here in Chiefs country. I need to tread lightly.
All right, listen. Hey, check. Nah, listen. Hey, the truth of the matter is, there could be just a little bit, a smoke that goes toward it, but hey, a lot can be proven until it comes to the light. I don't know. All I know is,
yeah. Here's what I'll say. It's bad when
Yeah.
Buck and Aikman are saying stuff on a national broadcast. That's all.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
You know what? I don't
all
even
of the
care.
tea leaves.
I don't even care. I don't even
Yeah.
care. Yeah, I think it's
I mean,
a bunch of crap. It is a bunch of crap. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like this
yeah.
dude, okay, we get it. He's the face of the NFL, right? We got it. Whatever. But listen, man, you sneeze on Mahomes the wrong way, dude. It's a penalty for sure. Like I'm tired of seeing him. And you know what? Like I'm tired of seeing him getting bailed out. And that's what makes Tampa Bay's my squad, by the way. Tampa Bay's Super Bowl
I'm with you.
victory, 31-9, so much better because we handed Mahomes his
Uh huh.
ass. That's probably about the last team that's done it in damn near 3 or 4 years. So I mean,
Really?
yeah.
I'm tired of it, man. Maybe it's Chiefs fatigue. I don't know. But like I just can't. And you know, everybody's like, oh well, you can't blame the Chiefs. They couldn't block for Stroud. Yeah, because they should have been off the field, but there was that first roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah.
Not, you know what I mean? There was nothing
Yeah.
helmet to helmet. You didn't hit him in the face. You know, it was give them the ball back. They go down. They get points. Like there's that just changed the trajectory of the game. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm tired of it. And like, how does Travis Kelce catch a touchdown in the end zone, stand over Buddy, and stare down at him? Right? Anybody else, that's taunting and a
Yeah.
15-yard penalty.
Facts.
There's
Facts.
just
Yep.
numerous stuff that goes on, and it's just and America's seeing it. You know, the football Twitter was on fire on Saturday after that stuff, and everybo's seeing it. And
Oh
everybody's getting
yeah.
tired.
Yeah.
So I mean, it is what it is. You know, call me a Chiefs hater if you want. Whatever, I don't care. That's what I see with my own two eyes.
Well, there you go.
I
That
mean,
was Bogey now too.
Go
The
Bucks.
boogeyman
when I
has
seen
spoken
that,
again.
when I seen that rough and the passer calling them two Texans hitting each other and they barely just grazed Mahomes and they threw the flag on Ruff, I'm like, oh my God, seriously? Really?
I'm surprised. I'm surprised when Mahomes flopped going out of bounds. They didn't throw a flag. Like I was shocked. I thought you was like one of them plays where you see
when he went out of bounds and they hit him.
Yeah.
Like damn, I didn't know there was that many referees out there. You know what I mean? So many flags come thrown in. I'm surprised. I was surprised he didn't get a penalty on that.
I know. When are you talking about the play when he went out of bounds and he
flopped? He flopped. Man, I thought there'd be flags coming in from everywhere.
Yeah, he flopped. Yeah, he flopped.
Yep.
I love bringing more controversy on this show.
Yeah. But
anyway, guys,
go ahead.
I just wanted to get y'all's opinion on it because, like I said, Bishop and Mike, like alluding to what Mike said, Twitter was an absolute. It was on fire.
And Boganowski, the boogeyman singer was in the middle of it.
Hey, I just got in the middle of it right now, but I was just watching from the sidelines, bro. I was just on there hitting the little like button. Boop, boop, boop. Maybe a retweet here.
Christy sure was.
Yeah.
That?
Oh, you Christy was on fire that night too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, guys, before we start really breaking down the game tonight, I love the trajectory and the projection and projection that OU is going into next season with the addition of the new staff, the players that we got, which we're not, from what I'm seeing it, you know, we only lost a few guys on this. To me, this defense next year is going to be better than it was last year, in my opinion.
Yeah.
What you guys think?
Well, I know for me, I can't speak for the Boogeyman Senior, but for me to get to see the They see the Funky Bunch come through. X-Men that's been waiting for their moment. You got Hammer,
Mm-hmm.
you got the Boogeyman, and you got the Sledgehammer coming through. Those three are ready along with everybody
Yeah.
else, and then to have an offense that is compatible, that that the
Right.
head man in charge of the offense knows how to put a game plan together and knows how to make adjustments when necessary. It just it
Mm-hmm.
gives you a refreshing to now you can go all in my book.
Yeah, and from what I've seen of Arbuckle, it looks like he does a lot of exposing to the defensive weaknesses that he faces.
Got to, got to. I mean, so to go back to your
Yeah,
original question,
and we look at that. Which one?
get back, is the defense going to be better this year? I think it can be.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it is right now because there's a lot of leadership that was lost from last year's team.
Mm-hmm.
At each
Danny
level.
Stuff.
So, yeah, there's a lot of leadership. Downs, Billy, Stutz. There's now. Do I think it can be? Yeah, but we got to see who steps up in that leadership role, and if they can pick up where those three seniors left off. But I think they can.
Right.
Yeah, I
I think.
think though
I tell,
for me, go ahead, Mike, and I'll peek
no, you
back
go
off.
ahead, sir. I'll step
Oh, no, no,
in.
no, no.
You,
What I was
you go
gonna say
right.
is, I think for the most part, Big Bros, is that I like the infusion that we keep getting younger, but they're just not younger, but they're very astute, and that the football IQ is very high.
Yeah.
On top of that, they
Mm-hmm.
play the game the right way, and they bring the thunder.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's the checkers. They're
I was
playing
going to tell
chess.
you. I was going to tell you who I'm excited to see this year, or this season, this coming up season, is Danny Okoye.
Yeah,
Because he has been itching to get on that field, and then on the offensive side of the ball, these young pups on the offensive line like Arthur Dent, EPL, Akinkumeni, and those guys. Boy, let me tell you something. It's going to be fun to watch. I think.
Yeah. It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be
yeah.
exciting. Gonna
The
be
key
exciting.
is,
And then you
yeah,
got
the key is making sure that our linebacking crew, somebody steps up and takes the lead, not just somebody be appointed. We need somebody to be like Stutzman did, and he took the lead. He said, "Hey, this is on my watch. I'll take the ownership, so then I'll take the leadership."
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
need to what you're saying, Bishop. We need some alpha dogs to
there you go.
take that
Yep,
to take that leadership role.
yep.
I
And
can,
and you could have a mixture of those silent dogs versus those who are very outspoken, but it needs to be more than one on both sides of the ball.
mhm. Yeah. And one thing we're going to have that I'm glad we're going to see that we didn't see this year is Arbuckle exposing the defenses. Joe John never would do that for some reason. I don't know. I don't know why that didn't happen, but it's going to be a breath of spring air this next season. Now, I don't want the people in the chat to think that we're going to go out and win a national. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying with what we have in the room right now, we got to be a potential of being way better than we was last year.
Yeah, yeah. We know we
Did
need
that
to
make any
temper.
sense?
No. You nailed it. We need to temper expectations, but already we can see how uh, last year played dividends, even though it didn't pay out on the scoreboard and whatnot, but we got to play some young fellows that needed to understand what it takes to be a starter and play the game at a high level, especially on the offensive line, which was
Right.
paid dividends this year. So,
Yeah,
Making
exactly.
deposits,
yeah,
weekly
Make
deposits.
it. Mm-hmm.
yep. And not only
Yep.
that, just think about it.
We should.
Remember when Holland first started off and came into South Carolina to the end of the season? He makes leaps and bounds growth by understanding what he can and can't do, to where in the end he was an
Mm,
asset versus a liability in the beginning.
Yeah, there's another offensive lineman too that
exactly.
made a big. What was the big left guard? Uh, the
Uh,
redhead kid. God bless
uh,
him.
Ozada.
Hito Zeta. He made
He knows that.
leaps and bounds.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's invaluable because they actually got
Yes.
in-game play, so now they understand what type of level they need to bring up in practice so that the young people following behind them and following right next to them knows what type of level they need to bring. And that if you don't bring it like that, we're going to hold you accountable. Because understand,
Right.
we wanted the SEC level. We already said we'll go 24 goal standard. Then this is the standard.
Look at Fatty
Right.
71. I'm gonna
Yeah.
take the bait, Fatty 71. I'm gonna take the bait. Click that link, Big Mike.
Alrighty, I sure will, brother.
Listen, I love it, right? And I didn't know quarterbacks have protection on plays like that. You know what I mean? I didn't know quarterbacks were protected after they throw a pick. I thought they were free game. So in the game when they said that that's a legal hit, because he took that joint right on the chin. That cat blasted Jared Goff. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Now,
yeah.
if that was Mahomes after he threw a pick like that, Goodell would have but that dude would have been the death penalty, bro. He'd impose a death penalty on that cat that hit that quarterback like that. So
You'd have had
he got
fans.
blasted. He lit his ass up.
Comanche, Comanche Sooner has a question. He says, the question I got is Jaron Canick going to get over the hump?
Didn't he?
I think he
If I
will,
heard,
but
did I see correctly? He's possible position change.
Bro, I heard that. I heard that. I heard there's gonna be a little HVAC.
fullback H-back.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. And you know what? People laughed at me on not Jason, not Jay, but some other podcasts when I mentioned Jaron Canick about being a fullback. They actually laughed at me, and I said, "Dude, do you not see what he did at when he played at high school in Kansas? He wasn't a quarterback, if I remember right, and this kid
Yeah,
has
he
like
was.
uh
He was.
he has like rocket sled for shoes that just burnt. I mean, that and his size. I mean, how could you not want him as a fullback?
I mean, so
You know?
I think I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Cannon gets a bad rap.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's my opinion. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know why. I mean, okay, so I do know why. I mean, first time when they did the spring game, they caught the announcer on a hot mic after it was a touchdown. I think Deion Burks went down the middle. And
Mm-hmm.
newsflash, everybody, that was not on Jaron Canick. That was not his. That was not his responsibility, and that was not his guy. I know that for a fact. And two, they're probably going based off what happened in the Navy game, the bowl game when homie broke a 95 yarder. All right, not on Canick either. Canick's got to beat that guy. He's got to beat that offensive lineman over the top and get down the line. That turn up
Mm-hmm.
by the quarterback, that's not on Canick. My son looked like he had no clue what was going on. He pretty much I don't think he did. I think he felt like he had to. Well, I know what he was throwing to pitch, so he realized he had to get there. So that's why he took off running, and he didn't see the quarterback cut up. Look clueless as hell. But I don't think Kanik. I don't think Kanik deserves the bad rap that he gets. I think he's a hell of a player. I think he can come in and play and give us quality snaps and make plays for us. I mean, he made plays in the spring game last year when, after he got bashed, people were bashing him. And I just,
Yeah.
there's an interesting aspect of Lewis Carter hitting the portal and going back down to Florida to UCF. I think that moves Kanik up. You know what I mean? I think they're still going to flirt with him at H-back, but at the end of the day, I think Kanik's going to end up in your 2D. And that's just based off numbers. And I think he knows it. I think he's, every year that you spend in the defense, you get better at it. And
Right.
I just don't see him being strictly an H-back fullback. I just don't see it. He might tinker with it, but at the end of the day, man, they ain't got time to be learning. Like they've invested too much time at linebacker. Is my point.
Here's what I will say to piggyback off of you, Boogeyman, is that the truth of the matter is, in the third year is when Stutzman took that leap.
Yeah.
He's in his third year.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if he takes that leap.
Yeah. And Stevie G says Kanik will probably be playing two. He'll be a two-way player. Excuse me, guys.
However you can help us, I'm good with it.
However you can help us. I'll admit I've been hard on Kanik, and maybe I shouldn't have. Being in my feels or being too much out of my mind. But all in all, he did play. He did have some crucial tackles. The year before last when we beat Texas, or last year in the Big 12, Kanik had some crucial tackles. Had a stupid penalty against University of UCF standing over taunting, but I think Kanik, and I agree with you, Bishop, that Stutzman was in his third year when it finally went off for him, and I think that Kanik, it will all click with him this year because he's one of the veteran, say it or not, but he is a veteran player now. Just
he remind me of Skowski.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, correct me if I'm wrong, but some players, the switch don't flip immediately, and we've seen it with Stutz, we're seeing it with Kanik, and we've seen it with Ethan Downs. I love Ethan Downs, but that game against Texas, that was his flip switch moment, and Ethan Downs became viable on our. So I'm going to say this right now that we will probably see a different Kanik this year.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so,
That's
man.
just my 2 cents.
I hope so. Good kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he's
gonna ball.
But he is a hell of the internet, bro.
Yeah. I put it like this. I'm really wanting him to step up and be the candidate he really can be, and that he'll become a leader. That's who one of the dark horses I want.
Now let me ask you. Now let me ask you guys this. Let's say, for example, Knowles comes and Wes Goodwin is the linebacker coach. That, to me, would help Kanik immensely.
Yeah. Facts.
That would help. because Kanik, if you watch him, he's got the talent. I mean, I, I think it was Jay that said this. If you put Kanik on an old school football team of days gone by and said, just go tackle the ball, Kanik would be your man.
Hey, and so here's
But
what I'll tell you,
everything
man.
has changed and evolved.
Listen, man.
Okay, go ahead.
I've said this plenty of times before. Like, and I've sat in meetings, especially when my son was getting recruited with different coaches,
Mhm.
different universities, and dude, that linebacker shit is not easy, dude. Let me tell you, man. They got did all kinds of
No, it's
rules.
not.
Oh, dude, and I don't listen, man. That's why I don't talk shit about linebackers, man. There's so much stuff that they got to digest, they got to
Yeah.
read, in get in the right position and make the play. It's so crazy. It's so hard to me. Like, I'm just glad I stuck my hand in the ground and got off the ball. But I just had to read what
Yeah.
was in. Like, these dudes are reading crossers, and if this guy comes and they motion here and two comes across, you got to push two. Nah, nah.
Yeah. Well, see.
They can have that shit. That's why it takes so long. Like, that's why
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
actually crazy, man. It really.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I have thoughts of, like, how does anybody even pick that up? You know what I mean? Like, how do people pick that up? How do linebackers get good at this stuff? It's just so much.
Yeah. Well, see, that's why it's so
It, it's,
important
yeah.
to do film study, to be a student of the game, and not only that, is that the nuance of being able to have RPO as one of the key components, along with the physicality of the game. You got to be able to be cerebral in your thought process, and also be able to run to a spot to make sure you cover the pass, but you also got to come up on the run. That's development for a lot of the kids to be
Here's a
ready for.
question. Here's
Sure.
a question. Here's a question for you, Bishop and Mike. Will PJ
Sure.
finally look like a 5-star he is and take a leap? No.
He has to.
Yeah, I was just gonna say he has to. That,
Yeah.
that you know,
He
this
has
is
to.
his third
Yeah.
year, ain't it?
Be.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has to, man.
Yeah.
Has
Sure
to.
is.
Has to happen.
Yeah. In fact,
Has to.
uh, you got
When that
Okoye,
comes,
you got Nigel Smith, you got so many people. You got Wine. You he needs to show out. He needs to show out. It's his moment to take it. But like I said, if he don't, it's too many people behind him to
yeah,
that's gonna take the
he
spot.
don't have a choice, man. He has to. You're 100% right, man. He has to,
Yeah.
because that guy's nipping at the heels now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's guys who have been. I use the term like a racehorse coming out of a starting gate. Koye and Nigel Smith and them guys, been they have been chomping at the bit
Let me
Yeah.
tell
to
you.
get out there on that
I'm
field.
gonna give y'all a name. I'm gonna give y'all a name that I think
Okay.
is going to make some waves.
Okay.
Maybe not this year, but in a year or two. And it's an edge kid, and his name's Wyatt Gilmore. All right.
Thank
A lot,
you.
a lot of people forget about that cat, man.
Yep.
I invite
Thank
you.
you.
I invite you to go watch my man's highlight tape. And I think that dude is, before it's all said and done, is gonna be one hell of a player, bro. I hope he sticks around, and I hope he stugs it out, because I think that dude, he's I really loved his high school tape, man. Like, if that could translate to Oklahoma, shit.
I'll tell you what.
is is
Just
he a
think about.
sophomore this year?
What's that?
Is he a sophomore this year?
Maybe a redshirt freshman.
Redshirt freshman.
So got into
Oh,
camp, last
okay.
year, and had an injury.
Yeah.
So we kind of set him back,
Oh, that's right.
but he'll be out there getting it.
And you know what's so crazy about?
Go ahead.
Every time we say someone, we remember somebody else. We really want to see competitive depth. Keep naming off the people we have that have real good skills at our fingertip, and you start realizing BD and them, they got a blueprint. We just got to trust the process and make sure the blueprint goes over to the offense, which we have. So now it's all about making sure we get the right Bishop in to run the defense.
Yep. What is that? Is that the chess piece
Yep.
that we're always talking about being moved to bishops? What chess piece are we talking about? Huh?
Checkmate.
I mean, I just think
Oh
that
my
he's got a lot of potential, man. You know, I know a lot of people don't see that stuff, and they're probably like, yeah, whatever. But yeah, man, I'm a big supporter of Wyatt. I think he's going to be a baller.
Yeah. Well, see, he's one of the ones like Nigel and them. Whenever I hear different creators go over, they always forget those people, and those are the people that they just putting their nose to the grindstone. It's like, we was like, what about Stoney? Now Stoney he told y'all he's coming in and he's going into the lab, and the whole team took on this whole persona about this laboratory, being able to go into the fire laboratory and make sure when they have their moment that they're ready for the moment. So,
what about this kid from Maryland that he's 18 and he looks like he's 35? I can't remember his name.
Trent Wilson.
Big Trent Wilson. Yeah, man.
He's from
He's a killer, man. Kid's a killer.
Tactician.
Trent Wilson.
His hands. He's been his hands have been people who've been in the system have says he has hands like the Bosa brothers.
Hey, man, he's a killer. I ain't really watched his hands like that or like really studied. I watched the shit. The kid is a killer. He busting people's ass. He is a killer.
Hey,
he is.
He's a man against amongst boys in the high school ranks. So now I'm just glad that he can get in there with Smitty and Coach Bates and Chavis, and let's go to work. Let's go work in the laboratory. See what the professor has for us.
Is he a defensive tackle or a defensive end?
Tackle.
Yeah.
Defensive tackle. Okay.
I wonder how they're going to really use Nigel.
On defense. My God. Thank God bless the defensive tackles.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, I think for the game tonight, what are y'all seeing through your eyeballs? I'm seeing that I kind of agree with Big Mike. Man, can Notre Dame stop Ohio State and their offensive attack?
It's one of this style of championship fight, Natty. This is a heavyweight fight, literally, because the styles make the fight. This has one of those that by the end of the game we're gonna know. But going into it, it looks like Ohio State is just overmatching them. But that's been each and every game Notre Dame has been in, and they find a way to come out of it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to bore you guys with repeating myself. I just think it gets away from Notre Dame. It's just too much firepower on both sides of the ball.
Yeah. I can see that. I see the potential of that. But it's just a matter of I also thought that when Michigan was playing Ohio State and Michigan we know how that score ended up. So it's just a matter of how they go about it. But hey, if they make any mistakes, it's over. they got to play clean tonight. Notre Dame has to play real clean.
Yeah. My question is can Notre Dame's offensive line handle Ohio State's front seven?
Therein lies the X factor. I don't know.
Ohio State has a dang good front seven.
Damn. That game's like 2 hours away.
Well, you can always tell when you've made it in the podcast.
You know what? And then on the other side, I think that Ohio State's running back room is one of the best in the NCAAs.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's I don't know I can't remember the kid's name right now, but he's probably the fastest dude in college football. that dude is unbelievably fast. That running back.
And
you got Henderson, and then you got the guy that came from Ole Miss.
What's his name? Travion
Henderson. Travion Henderson.
Travion.
And Junkins. Those two are the 1-2 front.
Is too fast. He needs to share some of that speed with other people, bro. That is unfair. That's crazy.
You got it.
I thought it was like 7:30. That game almost starts in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh dang. But you know who's really impressed me for Ohio State since that loss to Michigan is Will Howard, the quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean, he's came out and done some brilliant things.
Yeah, I'm happy for him, man. He's a good kid.
You know, he's
a good kid, man. I've had a chance to talk with him a couple times, man. Talked with his parents once or twice.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Will's a good kid, man. Parents are legit. I'm happy for him, man.
Yeah. You know what? To piggyback off you, Mike. You know, what I'm really in is Chip Kelly. After that debacle with Michigan,
Kelly,
he took it to heart and he went to a whole new level.
He did. You know it, and this is why I had a hard time judging this national championship tonight. To pick on it, to make a pick, is because you got Ohio State getting beat by Michigan early in the season, then you got Notre Dame getting beat by Southern Illinois or something like that.
Northern
and
Illinois.
After each of them's lost the games, they played like their hair was on fire. And I mean, just proving to the world. And I'm going to go ahead and say it, that the two that's in the national championship, they got it right. They got it right. The two teams that's playing is deserving. I think the CFP got it right.
Yeah.
So, like I said, what's hard for me to put a finger on, and I told you that I had to literally flip a coin to pick for my pick this coming up Monday, but I picked Ohio State 35-28.
Yeah.
But it could be a blowout. Who knows? But I'm keeping it within 7. That way, if Ohio State does lose, who knows?
And we already know what Bogey says. Man. All right, put up or shut up, Bishop. Come on now. All right, I got for the upset 21-17 Notre Dame.
21-17 NotreAme. Huh?
Okay.
Hey, yeah.
So I'm going to say
Notre Dame. I'm 30.
I'm going to give you all a score. All right, I'm going to give you all a score. I think I'm going to go 34-14.
Ooh,
34-14.
O State.
34-14, Ohio State. Yep.
Uh,
And Bishop,
so you basically
you got
saying O State is going to
21-17.
dominate.
Say that again. I couldn't hear you.
They
Yeah.
won.
No, we
Say that
couldn't hear
again,
you.
Bishop.
No, I was just
Oh,
saying.
okay.
Basically, Boogeyman is saying that they're going to dominate. 34-14 is, hey, that's belt to catch the drip.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Let's see.
Okay.
I've got 35-28. Bishop has 21-17. Is that your score, right?
Yes. Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. And then Mike has 34-14 Ohio State. Jimmy Satterfield has 23-20 Ohio State.
Okay.
I'll take around the room here. The keys to the game, whoever wins this game, you're going to have to be good. You're going to have to win it in all three phases. And it's going to start at the defensive line and offensive line. And who makes the least mistakes? I think turnovers is going to be who has the least turnovers in this game. And I'll let y'all get go ahead. Whoever wants it now.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Boogeyman, you got it.
I think turnovers is always key. Who can limit the untimely penalties? And I just don't know. I just don't know how well Notre Dame's deep back end is going to be able to hold up against the Ohio State receivers.
Right.
That's where it's going to lie.
Gotcha. Well, to me, is I'm really looking at is the keys to the game is whose running game can establish a start set in this game and to allow their passing game to be that much more effective. Also, can the Ohio State wide receivers be stopped by Notre Dame's, be corralled by Notre Dame's secondary? So, and then of course Notre Dame's D ends. Notre Dame's D ends is going to play a huge part because if they can get some pressure on that quarterback, it can change a lot. So it's a lot to look forward on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, there is. Well, listen, guys. Old legend Billy sitting here doing flip flops. I'm getting hungry, and I appreciate Big Mike and Bishop coming on with me every Monday. Mike, we want to do it again next Monday and just talk about whatever.
Yeah, we'll talk about whatever, man.
We might. Who's
Hey,
playing?
we might have an extra topic to talk about. Wink, wink.
Listen, hold on. Before we go, I need everybody out here. I need you to get on. So I don't know if y'all heard, but there was a little beef. All right, there was a little beef in the streets. All right, in this little beef in the OU streets out here. All right, so Jason and the Sooner Surge guys kind of had a little beef going on. Now on his podcast this morning, Jason said if during the live we get to 150, we'd have a little kumbaya live with Sooner Surge, with Don King. We'll try to get it to happen, right? So now we missed that boat, people. All right. I need y'all to go and like the video. It's the one from this morning on the Hall of Fame page on YouTube. Let's get it up to 250 so I can do my Don King thing. And we need this content, people. Like, I don't think you understand how much we need this content.
Yes.
All right. It's gonna get much better than this. It's gonna be so epic. I just need y'all to do me a favor. Go to HOF Media, get on his page, and like the live from this morning, man. Let's get it up to 250. Comment on that. Go ahead, watch it, man. Watch it so you see what's going on, and see how I'm over here instigating like a mug. All right, let's get it happen. Let's get it to 250. Let's get it to 250, people. You need this. We need this in our lives.
Y'all heard
right?
it from
It's the off season.
y'all
We
heard
need
it
to
from
we
a
need
co-host,
this.
Big Mike. Get over to Jason. Go over to Hall of Fame Media with Jason Watkins. Even if you don't watch the video, give it a like. Let's get it up to 250. Jason is a good friend of mine, so let's get it up to 250 so we can see Big Mike go Don King. Are you gonna have the big
Well,
hair and everything, Mike?
I might try. I might try to find something. You never know. But like, I'm not gonna like. So here's. I'm just gonna set it up, right? I'm gonna mediate between the two sides and get this thing going, right? My little promoter, Don Keaton. Jay from Unfair Sports is going to mediate the live, right? So I'm not gonna. I need to be. I just need to get this
Oh
happening.
yeah. Let's get
And
it up. Run up the
Jay,
lights.
Jay from Unfair Sports is supposed to mediate it, but this should be fun. This should be fun. We need to make this happen, people. I
Oh,
need your help.
okay, guys, let's do it. Let's go help. Let's go help Brother Jason and Big Mike, Jay from Unfair Sports. Go to Hall of Fame Media. Go to the live chat this morning. Even if you don't watch it, that's
Hey,
our homework
Boogeyman,
for this
you
week.
just earned your name. You
Oh,
just earned your name.
dude, I need to get the popcorn ready, bro. Let's get it, people. Come on. Sooner Nation, stand up.
This
All
is
right. We got two Oklahoma podcasts, right? It's all love out here, people. We need to bring them together and squash the
yeah,
beat. And I need y'all to help us make it happen.
exactly. Let's make that happen, guys. I won't be participating, but I will go give my like. I've been busy all morning there and everything, so I'll head over there and get a like. Guys, we're up to 761 subscribers. So Sooner Legend podcast is getting out in the world. I appreciate y'all for subscribing. I appreciate everything. Without you guys in the chat, Sooner Legend podcast would be nothing. It's all to you guys. Y'all's getting it out. Y'all's telling your friends. Y'all sharing it. I appreciate that. So, Bishop, I'm probably going to do a live stream probably tomorrow or Wednesday about tonight. If Big Mike is available, would you like to join, Mike?
Wednesday night, I got
we'll do our
Raiders basketball.
Okay. Do you know about what time, Mike? Do you have an idea of what time?
I haven't determined if I was going to go in the evening about probably around 6 o'clock Central, 6, 7, somewhere around that time. I seem to, but because on my Monday show I have it already set up at 3:30. But it seems like I do better when my stream is at 6 or 7 at night. It gets out a little better, but I'm not going to change the time of the Mike and Mike on Mondays because I like this format.
Right. Now I understand there's a lot of creation that'll be going on at the same time. So I'm down with it. I'm cool.
That's why I'm thinking tomorrow, because I'm not going to go on live tonight after the game because YouTube's going to be full of the national championship. Yeah. So I was thinking about tomorrow if you guys had time or Wednesday, and do it about 7 Central, and have Coach Ricks come on with us if he'd like to come on.
Okay.
So until we meet again, we're going to saddle up and ride out into the sunset. This is the legend on behalf of Mike Boganowski Sr. and Bishop, the official chaplain of Sooner Legends Podcast. We bid y'all fare thee well. God bless. Take care. We'll see y'all on the backside. Boomer.
Sooner. You're bad.
Great.